bikes. No, it's just like, no, it's just a mountain bike race from Tipperary all the way to the resort.
Oh, wow.
It's like 23.5 miles. Yeah. No, it's just like,
So you guys are live. Cool. So whenever you're ready, and we should be good to go.
unmuted.
Yeah, cool. Can you guys hear us online? Okay, let's. Hold on. I'll make it so you can talk.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And who's this? Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Also on back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Beth. I can hear you guys.
Cool.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay. Should be good.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Well, I just unmuted myself. Okay. We can call our meeting to order. Does
If you want to,
anyone?
you can also sit up there.
Oh yeah, maybe that'd be better.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
Be easier,
Yeah.
and since you're a co-host, you can admit people in to the Zoom
Cool.
meeting.
Sweet. If anyone hops on. Okay. We'll join you guys over here. Does anyone want to approve the agenda? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do roll call first. Just because I can see you all.
Cynthia McCoy.
Lorena Stockel.
Kristen Hansen.
Kenzie Light.
Callie McDermott.
Callie McDermott. There's a couple more. Beth is on here.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, now approval of the agenda.
Move to approve the agenda.
Move to approve number 2.
I second. And then approval of the prior
To
meetings.
approve the minutes.
Thank you. I can.
All those in
second
favor?
that. Aye.
Aye.
Good job, guys. I love the formalities. Okay, so obviously this is a light meeting since most people aren't here today. So we'll probably recap Mural Fest again with everyone. But I did want to share, Sarah had done a little survey. Let me share my screen. So you can see this. It looks like there was only 12 people that did it. I feel like that's probably average. Not a lot of people do the survey for us. But mostly excellent, which is great. Love when that happens. People liked the idea of the event, the festival through downtown, diversity of artwork, and getting to talk and watch the artists. Like how you could walk around town, the variety, radio interviews, keeping pictures up for people to enjoy.
Delicious.
I was a muralist for the first time and absolutely loved the event. She was located at the brewery at Fraser River, so that's cool. It seems like most people like the walkability.
I
Sometimes
just had trouble navigating, and I was thinking, how can we make that even more user friendly?
yeah.
Like maybe a Pokemon game or some kind of interactive app on their phone. Why aren't people using their phone kind of?
Yeah, and we did the app the one year, and I don't know if people liked it that much.
Yeah.
I think they were like, well, I have to get an app on my phone to do it. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
like the chalk footprints idea
yeah,
more. Even
Yeah.
spray paint.
yeah.
That's a great idea.
Well, yeah, and Philip did do the like the little logo and stuff around town, but footprints could be really cool.
I did like the stamps on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Even now when I am walking,
Yeah.
I walk a lot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's lasting forever.
Yeah, and that was just I think just tempera paint, he said. So that's definitely something that we could also do if we just had stencils like the week before, since they do stay out for so long. this was what you disliked about the event. It says it was nice to walk around Fraser to see the murals, but maybe have them more central when they're completed, which is obviously not possible to move them around like that. Some murals faced away from the street, so you couldn't see the progress as you drove through town.
Stop your car.
Yeah, this says that he found the art and the murals quality was decreasing. This year was the
No.
worst. With
I
yeah,
disagree with that.
me too, but that's okay. Cool. Would love a map of the locations to be posted near the paintings, which is probably a good idea. I do think that's on my list of when we start doing the things gone right and things gone wrong, is maybe adjusting what the stuff looks like on the artist's display. So, more signage. Website links were confusing for the bidding and donating.
Well, I wanted to comment on that. I don't know where I saw a comment, or maybe it was in Facebook, but I didn't reply nothing, of course.
Yeah.
But like somebody was complaining about one artist that somebody wrote like, oh, that artist was robbed, like
I saw
seen-
that too.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't know how the voting can become more if in a different way, but I was confused too. Even, Steve during the event had to correct me and guide me
Mhm.
how was the pricing
Mhm.
or how was the voting because I was trying to sell tickets of
Mhm.
voting and I was like, yes, you have until 2, you have to go for your vote.
Yeah.
But for the popular vote, I didn't know they have until the next day,
Mhm.
So there
Yes.
were some little things like that with timing, that I don't know, I don't know if they need to wait to vote all the way until the end of Sunday,
Yes.
that we can compile it and then it's easier for you, for whoever is like doing the numbers,
Mhm.
just to finish it at some point because most of the people that are working Sunday probably they work Saturday too.
Yeah. And I think that was why we extended that part, is because there was so much foot traffic on Sunday. And I think this Sunday was awesome with the Fab Market. There was so many people walking around. Yeah, and I do think maybe after we finish this last question, that the voting and award stuff is definitely something I want to figure out.
Yeah.
Or at least, I mean, we don't have to obviously figure it out today, but just chat about, because I don't like when there's 5 awards and it only goes to 3 people. I think if we have 5 awards, it needs to go to 5 people.
Yeah, it was repetitive because the guy from Peru
Yeah.
won kind of like almost as the same of the guy that won the biggest prize.
Yeah.
But then yes,
Well,
it was kind of like 4 people, no, 3
3.
people that won at the end.
Yeah. And that's happened a couple times where we've had an award go to an artist and the Artist Choice Award. There's not a ton that we can do about the Artist Choice Award. That's, and that one was like obviously him. But I think that if we did all of our awards on Sunday and not Saturday night, then we could decide our commission based on, maybe not, it could be our second favorite or our third favorite, depending on who's winning. Obviously, there's not much we can do about the voting, People's Choice stuff. That's kind of the lay of the land, but maybe we add another category for voting. Maybe we lessen the money that goes to the People's Choice Award and have another award, or more People's Choice Awards. So it's like 1 through 5 instead.
And because I was here at the music
Mhm.
when we did the
Mhm.
final
Yep.
of the concert and everything, and present the 2 main winners for Saturday, from the people choice. Many people that voted and bought tickets, to put, they
Mhm.
did wanted to know in that moment who are the people choice. So it was confusing for them. Oh, we had to find out from social media and just from the radio,
Yeah.
instead like having a physical
Mhm.
ceremony for them too.
Yeah.
So well, it was kind of like a disconnect.
Yeah.
because I think, like people wanted to see their vote.
Hmm.
It's not like just it's judges, the committee that is voting. Like people feel part of the community, and it's like
Yep.
kind of like they feel a little bit excluded.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I definitely.
And I think it will attract more people also coming to the the weather wasn't cooperating, let's say that
Yeah.
for that day, because even the band was like, okay, let's cut it off here. The weather was, like not that nice, but the
Yeah.
band was great and I was having a good time. I wanted more audience
Hmm.
in the end. It will be cooler if it was more people.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe if we move things to Sunday, we could do it like at 2 and have it be the final part of all of it.
Hmm. Yeah.
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 Day around 2.
And also Saturday, always there is so many things going on in the summer.
Yeah.
You get maybe the Sunday at 2, kind of like closing. It give also the painters a little bit more of extra time if they wanted to do final touches
Yeah.
and have the final
Mhm.
that day.
I mean, we even heard from artists that they'd like more time to turn in.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got a text from Bobby McGee saying that was like this is his favorite event and he loves it and he uses it as, a staple for all of the other events that he does. But that was his one
Also,
And
I
thing.
hear from the artist of Austin, he's like, definitely, I'm applying back next year.
Yeah.
So many people wanted to come back. I feel
Mhm.
like
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely got
even
texts
the
and
weather
emails.
wasn't, even if you were your first time coming to paint and if the weather was like that,
Yes.
I mean, you will be like, but I am happy that even they say they wanted to come back, even
Yeah.
the weather wasn't like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I think a couple extra hours if we did, 6 p.m. on Saturday for them to paint, the murals are only going to be better with more time to do things. So, and then it does give them the opportunity on Sunday to sell all of their things and hang out. And it seemed like a lot more artists this year stuck around and sold art stuff on Sunday versus previous years, which I was excited about. So, yeah. This says maps and communications, more painted chalk, more maps. So clearly we need to do something.
okay, you are here.
Yeah,
Sign.
yeah, something. Yeah, and maybe that is another. Yeah, just sign on the road if we do some of those, little ones that you can just put in. Says the music wasn't known to Saturday or to folks on Saturday. Maybe getting that info out in a different way. More maps. I know it kind of looked like there was murals at the Holiday Inn, so maybe we just have to revise the map. A scavenger hunt.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
the
could be
map
cool.
had something on there that wasn't even
Mm-hmm.
in Fraser.
What?
There was a weird business on the map that was from Winter Park.
Oh yeah, sometimes they are.
Or something.
Sometimes they do have weird things, but I think she just copied from like Google Maps
Yeah.
for that one. So, as one of the muralists, it was through asking a few people to find out where the award ceremony was, which is they didn't read their email. Nobody reads all the things. So, wasn't exactly sure where all the other artists were. The Naomis were very helpful. Not sure what that is.
The what?
It says Naomi's were very helpful. I think signage around town would be good. Sarah did mention maybe getting some more of those flags, and maybe we just have to kind of congregate those a little bit better.
Or put them where the murals are. Like something that sticks up vertically
The Naomi.
where the clusters are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe more signage
I
around
know
those.
it looks nice when they're,
Yeah,
evenly spaced, but
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put more signage.
I did like the location of the information tent. Many people were coming to the tent, to ask questions.
Yes.
It was a good location, I thought.
Yeah, and I'm kind of bummed that we couldn't use that one on the side of like on the other side of the gas station. It would be really great to use that one again. It was loud on the side of the road. I
Major
do,
intersection.
yeah, and I think that that was more like super central to all the murals. So it was nice
It's
if
like
somebody,
halfway point.
yeah,
rather
wanted to
than
come
at
back.
one.
Mhm.
One across.
We did it in that little parking lot next to on the other side of Eisenhower from the gas station, which is just an open parking lot, but they did not like their parking lot used on Friday when they had business going on. So that
What
was a little,
business is there?
I think there's a chiropractor.
Oh, like the Fraser Medical
No,
building?
Step
No.
in time,
yep,
bottom line bookkeeping.
yeah, and then like the snowmobile
Oh,
repair. Yeah,
okay.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did have problem with the landlord there, so
yeah,
I did wanted to put a signage to the pie shop,
yeah.
and they were, well, the insurance is that.
Yeah,
Hey,
yes.
you guys, we talked about the dirt parking that's right next to my house, like blocking that off for next year and using that, because that's not even official Fraser parking. I just kind of commandeered that for my building, but I think that would be a nice spot for more things too, more
Yeah.
canvases or something. So if like Sharky's is upset that we're using their parking spaces.
No, definitely it wasn't Sharky's at all.
Oh, okay.
No,
It was
no,
probably
no.
the tire shop.
No, no, I think that so I was just referring to last year. We had our info booth at that little open parking lot that's right on the corner of Eisenhower across the street from across Eisenhower from the gas station. And they did not like us posted up there because it blocked their parking on Friday.
Okay.
So so I mean obviously it still brings business to all of those places. So I don't think that I didn't hear any feedback that anybody was mad about those parking spaces blocked off.
Okay.
But I will put that in my notes. I mean, I think I just didn't love the location of I like the murals on the side of the road, but I didn't love the one at the Black Tie just because I think it's super loud on the side of the road. It was a little bit off from like the rest of the stuff, but that is totally just me.
I agree. It felt a little like you're baking in the sun over there.
Yeah.
Like just a parking lot.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that we also need to switch up the order that we put the artists in because a lot of the artists that have come back, we did it in alphabetical order and they've been like Lisa's always been number one. So they're down in the nice shady spot at Headwaters or at the head HTA building. And then the other people are kind of out in the open at the mural park. So I think we need to switch that up. But yeah, maybe just revising that a little
First
bit.
come, first served.
Well, that's hard though too because we have to print everything before.
Mm,
So we have to have it laid out before. And I have to do all of the like voting and stuff before.
I
So
have
And
a
if you did
question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 at HTA
Yeah.
and did it by number, and by first, whoever seals those slots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at the past history, I have a question because I don't know why you guys changed it, but I did really love that time. I don't know why. I like the setup and the walking, and it was like a party,
Yeah.
like a parade when you have it next to the train track, all the mural that time, and a stage at the end. That was my favorite format.
Mm,
But there is a reason why you guys cannot do it that way.
They had construction and
There was construction, and that was the reason that we did close down the road instead of doing it through town. And then I think the consensus from the town board and business owners was that they liked it through town. I mean, Simple Coffee had their busiest day they've ever had. And I think that it is such a huge draw for all the businesses because everyone's going in there, even if they're not buying a beer, they're stopping in and looking and checking it out. Joe did mention something about attempting to move it back this direction as well around the town park because we could close off this whole road again and then all the murals are here and they're all central.
And the concert was there.
Yes.
Well, maybe we can tease them from the gas station.
Yeah.
across the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Well, and I mean, we could give the opportunity for all the businesses to have, you know, a tent set up. Obviously, the brewery and distillery could, but I think that is hard for them to take away from being at their physical business. But it was nice to have everybody congregated and close together. So I do think that that might be something that we thoroughly discuss with everyone when that comes. Because it is nice to be in the park over here. There's bathrooms.
Just do a DJ.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, KFFR
That
could
was
still
fun.
be here. We
The
could still
musicals
have,
all day.
yep. Yeah. A lot more stuff, but it does take away from it being with the businesses. So it doesn't make it walkable in downtown Fraser, which I feel like we'll just have
Well,
to
we
weigh.
just need to think of a way to incorporate both
Yeah.
in a better way.
And I do think that there are some other smaller streets that we've talked about closing off before. Like even if we did the street kind of right in front of Fisher's and even omitted as much as it a lot of the artists enjoy having the shaded river stuff down by the Headwaters building. I think if we omitted that and did from like Sharky's and the Yellow House to the mural park, we could have a few more around Camber and the winery and Fisher's. But it would involve closing a road. So I don't know how that would go.
Well,
Yeah,
and
if it wasn't the thing that we need to involve the business, it will also be really cool to do it on the Fraser River Trail. It will be so cool.
Yeah, we've definitely chatted about doing it at the Lions Ponds, but I think that that was just vetoed because it wouldn't be in Fraser and it wouldn't allow
No,
for
I was
businesses.
thinking on the river,
Yeah.
on the trail,
Yeah,
like from already crossing Safeway
yeah,
to the end of County Road A.
yeah.
Mhm.
That would be
think
great.
It would be cool. But then I don't know.
well, and
You know, like again, you are away from the businesses.
like maybe a punch card that encourages people to go to the businesses.
Yeah, and I think
And
I'm
then
guessing-
like a scavenger hunt or something that
Yeah.
gets them to go to certain
I'm
businesses.
thinking that Villiana was the one who said
Mm.
like a scavenger hunt of some kind. And yeah, I mean that could be great. Where if
For
you check
swag.
out all these businesses and you get stamps at all of them, then you get, you know, the t-shirt or whatever. That could be a really fun thing.
Have you guys ever seen the stamp things where you get an image and as you go to each place and get a new stamp, it expands the image?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have one from Japan and it was so exciting. It wasn't even that exciting where I was getting the stamps, but I was so excited to finish the picture. And so,
That's good.
yeah, it was really cool. We could do something like that.
yeah, that'd be great. Do you have any of that? Could you send it to me?
Yeah, let me look it up and see where you would, because obviously each rubber stamp was a different thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, let me
Cool.
look that up. That would be really fun.
That's super fun.
That reminded me of something I had thought of. Disney World does an arts festival, and somebody talked about the kids and interacting, having the kids put together a piece. And what Disney World did was they did like a paint by number, and they had numbered paints for the colors, and you got to paint a square of a bigger picture. Like
Mhm.
if it wanted to be interactive with the kids and do a piece that way where they would paint their certain square a certain color and then end up with a bigger piece.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that. That could be cool. I do think that I had talked to a couple of the artists who asked if there was more community options for stuff like that. There was one guy who said that he has done some kind of like workshops too. So helping people create like a whole community project, and that was a little more involved. So it could be a little bit better. So maybe that's something we can talk about too is figuring out how to do more of a community mural. But we've done that before. My kids ended up with spray paint in their hair, so
Well, yeah, that's why I'm thinking the paint by number gives you a little
Yeah.
more direction.
yeah,
More control.
yeah, and I like
then-
that,
and then
and a
it
little more
turns out
control.
Could be
Yeah.
something that
I
could
feel
be
like
with our theme or.
the tricky part with that is that we definitely need more volunteers to be present for that. I feel like we have it's so much to do over the weekend, so it's a lot of volunteer hours. But the more stuff we add like that, the more manpower we absolutely have to have. So I get leery of those because
Would
I
love
get
to
nervous.
do more prep. It's just you guys usually do it
Yeah.
before I even get back from work.
Well, and that's all public works. They do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like we don't do any of
I
it.
mean the gift bags and the
Yeah.
party and
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the bags are kind of easy. We do that, but we could definitely I mean, I think if we add some more of this stuff, it will take a bit more prep, you know.
like paint by number thing. You'd need cups with certain colors. You can use
Yeah.
for brushes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's a great idea. So I think we should definitely hone in on some of that stuff because it does seem like anything that we can involve the community in more and maybe that's set up at the mural park if we do end up having stuff over here, drawing people to the mural park for stuff like that.
And really, we're only looking at one more year, and then we're going to hopefully be at Clayton Court in our new art center in 2027.
Yeah, ideally.
So-
Well, if we break ground in 2027,
Oh,
be like 2028.
okay.
But I think that I don't know how developed all of that stuff is going to be. Sounds like they have some plans. I just read the meeting minutes for the town board meeting and they've approved some stuff over there, but I don't know how long it'll be until it's actually like a developed street. Obviously, when that happens, it'll be great to just have that whole street closed down and that would be ideal.
And we talked about the steamroller, like incorporating it into the
I
mural
think
fest.
he wanted to be a different event.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh.
I talked to one girl from Steamboat that ran that specific event. They did it with the steamroller
Mm-hmm.
at the park in Steamboat, and he said it was a huge success. It is like a really like that artist that came
separate.
to paint. I don't remember her name.
Mhm.
Timon.
Mhm.
She is happy to help us, but I also have a guy in Denver that
Yeah.
do that
Yeah.
like specifically, and
Yeah.
I talked to him. He was like, I'm all in.
Cool. Yeah, and I do think it would be great since this one is such a well-rounded event and it seems
Don't
like
make
most
anything
people are
more.
happy that if we add more then it just gets a little chaotic. But I would also like to, I mean, selfishly I want to have more art events in Fraser. So I think that if we make a name for ourselves having those kinds of events, that having one more throughout the summer would be awesome. So
I had a question regarding the swag that we had. Was that out of the town of Fraser budget or the Fraser Valley Art?
say that again, out of the what?
The swag that we had, did that come out of the town of Fraser budget or Fraser Valley Art?
Town of Fraser. Town of
Town of
Fraser pays for
Fraser?
everything. Yep, this is the
Okay.
Town of Fraser event. The only thing is that the voting and auction monies are funneled into Fraser Valley Arts.
Okay. Because, when you think about like our giveaways on Tuesday nights, I'd
Mhm.
rather see that going to something like this where, okay, we've got 300 or 500 water bottles that we're doing for all the people who got the stamps from the different artist booths or the town, the businesses.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a better use of that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the swag brings everybody out. So I do really like the scavenger hunt idea. And I do think that that still pushes people into doing something at the businesses. And maybe that's like, getting the businesses to have some kind of activity at their place. Like you've got to, I don't know, do a jumping jack at Fisher's or something, or like jump through, some kind of activity where you have to do something there to be able to get your stamp and then yeah, get the swag for it. I just don't know how much swag that means we have to have. Or maybe we just hand out like the first 100 people each day get that and are able to do that. I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
like,
That's definitely
Take something
something.
from this huge bowl and.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe that is
chapstick
smaller
and
stuff, and
stickers.
it could just be a Frisbee that has, Mural Fest logo on it. So, but I agree. I definitely think, um, everyone loves stickers and things like that, but we can think of some other things that are inexpensive and still really fun for people to want to get. Um, I had lots of people ask for shirts. We
The
did,
shirts are really nice.
yeah, we did shirts one year, so I was trying to think of how we could do that again. Um, but we'll have to brainstorm some of that because I mean, we ended up giving away a lot of the shirts. We didn't really sell them,
Yes.
so I don't know how that would
Yeah,
work.
people were asking me, can I buy?
Yeah,
Can I buy
Yeah.
the shirt? But they were really cool, the shirts, and like nice quality.
Mhm.
I wear mine all the time.
Me too.
Mine was dirty, so I
Yeah.
but today, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, they are really cool.
Maybe we could do an iron on that they can put on any shirt they
Oh,
have.
that's cool. Or like those prints, kind of like what is called this print
Silk
making
screen.
like silk screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that could be cool to have. I mean, even kind of wrapping in the uh steamroller printing thing. Like people could print their own shirts.
That'd be great.
Don't sit here.
Good stuff. Um,
Yeah.
Could we ever do like the previous year's winners shirts, like the images of the murals, or is that too much copyright stuff?
no, I don't think so. I mean,
'Cause
I
that-
feel like any
They could
artist would love to
sign-
have their stuff
Image.
on, yeah.
It
And
could be part of the agreement that
Yeah.
they agree that we'll be using their image. Even like a nice note card set.
yeah,
Ooh,
would
I
be
love a good
afford-
note card set.
Postcards.
affordable, and it would be previous year's winners and
that's a great idea. We've
I
definitely
love that.
Fraser Valley Arts has had those printed up
Postcards
before, and
or
we've
note cards.
definitely sold a lot of them.
Mhm.
But like for Plein Air, we use the previous year's winner in all of our marketing stuff, and that's something that they
I
agree to.
always keep their
So,
postcard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Just making notes, sorry.
No, the t-shirts are hard because then you've got inventory
Yeah,
and all the sizes.
yeah, and they are
Did
hard.
end up giving away.
We gave away tons of them, and I don't know, I don't think that we sold that many.
What could be a universal one size fits all kind of garment.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just like the tote bags and water bottles and, other things like that.
Hats.
Hats for sure. I feel like people do love the hats, and we could find some pretty cool hats with artwork on them. Because the one year that we did do the selling the shirts, I think Eric had found somebody to do the artwork, and it was like I don't remember what it was, some kind of eye-catching thing, but yeah, I definitely think that's something that we should figure out because a lot of people liked those. There's some websites that you can do where people could just purchase their own. You've got like 3 colors,
Right.
this logo on there, and they can just scan and purchase their own, but they wouldn't have them that weekend, so I don't know how many people would do that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like raincoat.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that there's obviously room for improvement on all of these things. Let's see. Looks like social media was a big place for a few people to find all of that. Again, this was only 12 people. Delivery for the murals, not going to happen. Gets better every year. The artists were top notch.
Maybe we can promote a survey at the awards party next year more
Yeah. Yeah.
to get more comments, feedback.
This one says that, yeah, families wanted to help paint Um, this one says a pre-drawn out outline for the mural. Just like your paint by numbers thing. So I do feel like that is a really great idea. This one says more music and signs with arrows.
I
So
don't think so. We need more music. I think if more people come to the finale.
We had speakers that were playing KFFR in different places. It would spread out the music throughout the
Yeah.
whole event. And then we'd save money and not hire a band and have to deal with that.
yeah. Yeah, and I think that was kind of
I
one of the
think-
things that Sarah said was to talk about the music. Because I think obviously the weather played into that, but the attendance at the music and award stuff was low. I mean, obviously
Mhm.
somebody said on here that they didn't even know what was going on, but they didn't read their emails or check in properly.
Yeah,
They
even
didn't know
the
that.
artists, like I think a lot of artists didn't show up
Yeah.
to the.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few of them text me while I was on the way to the wedding, like, where are the awards? And, it clearly stated all of that in my emails, but maybe that's just, another thing that I have to add to their buckets. Let's see.
Dealer Takes Four is always incredible.
Yeah.
We could do a really cute itinerary too that is posted in different spots so people do know like
Yeah.
where things are and when.
Yeah.
We've had 2 info booths before as well, but it's so much breakdown and setup.
And
And
I mean, honestly,
volunteers.
yeah, we don't have enough bodies to do that. I mean, we hardly had bodies for the one info tent that we had. So yeah, I feel like it would be nice to have 2 info tents if it is spread out like that. But that just takes so much manpower. So I just get nervous doing that. I get nervous every time. I'm like looking at Sign Up Geniuses for all these things. So,
Do we have dates for next year's?
it is always the first weekend in August.
Got it.
So
Thank you.
yeah, I don't know what the dates would that be.
The first
The
or
first,
the 8th
let's see.
are Saturdays.
Oh, the first Saturday in August is the first. Ooh. Well, I guess we'd probably have to talk about that one. I would say the first full weekend in August if it was me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, any other things? Usually we have the things gone wrong and the things gone right list. My things gone right doesn't have anything on it yet.
I just had already talked to you guys about sitting at that info booth and having the spray paint just kind of landing on us that first day was pretty tough for me. I don't know if anybody else felt that. Just to be a little farther away from the artists.
Yeah, I mean, it is
If-
a lot of spray paint for sure.
If I'm the only one, then I'll just find a different job next year.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if we could. I mean, like I said, when we had it at that one open parking lot, we were definitely not next to any artists. For the info booth.
Just a tarp on one side.
Well, I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the opposite. I mean, it didn't affect me that much the spray paint.
Yeah.
I kind of like to be close to the art.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I don't know if we could get away from is being close to the artists.
Made me think of that race where you get painted on, like with chalk or whatever, with the powder.
Oh,
color.
yeah. Color run.
Color.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if I'm the only, I'm happy to walk around and do a different job. So if I'm the only one that.
Yeah, and that'll totally just be dependent on if we reorganize and go elsewhere, and have a location elsewhere. But we'll have to address that at another time too. So
I thought our artists were incredible, even the last minute ones that showed up.
yeah. I mean, I think the artists get better all the time.
I love
Yeah,
that
that's true.
KFFR comes and is involved, and
Yeah.
I'd like to use them more.
Yeah.
I like that we sold tickets at $1 and didn't do the 12 for 10.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was good.
Yeah.
People like it
Yeah.
because they were like, "Oh, I have $5. Give me just 5."
Yeah. Well, there was a couple people that would come back and be like, I only bought 5, I need more, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
So, and maybe that is just kind of teaming up with KFFR if they could sell tickets for us as well or something. I do think having 2 locations to buy the tickets is really nice.
Or maybe even 2 locations for the buckets. I almost hesitate to say that.
I like the little bucket next to the artist. One lady was scared
Yeah.
to put her ticket like the day before. She was like, "Oh no, I'm going to wait until the end." Because she thought that in the night or something, because the packets are left overnight,
Mm-hmm.
the ticket could be stolen. But I don't
Yeah.
think so. Nobody do that.
No,
right?
nobody's gonna do that. And previously we have picked them all up the night before. I think we just, with not enough people present at the end of the night and with all the things going on, we just didn't get to it. So usually we do pick them up. So I think we'll try to remember to do that. But I don't think that anybody's doing that. I don't think that there was way more ticket sales online than there were like physical tickets. I mean, none of the buckets had more than 150 was probably the most that were in there. So I don't think that people are going through and stealing them.
Yeah.
Well,
that
but
lady just was worried,
yeah.
paranoid
Um,
about it,
yeah.
about putting her ticket,
Yeah.
like, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. But I do like the idea of having somewhere that people could purchase the tickets at the info booth and we could apply them to the artist there instead of having to go back to the
We
mural.
could have an image of what the artist was working on
Yeah.
or their concept.
Yeah. And have an envelope of some kind.
Or we could even just tally
Yeah.
and not even give them tickets. They'd pay us $5. We
Add
write
it to our
5 down
yeah.
for this.
Yeah. Yep. I think, yeah, I mean, other than having some more signage and the way that the awards went, I mean, I do feel like we really need to figure that part out. I did have an idea for like Fraser's favorite if we gave out tickets or like a special kind of vote for people who come to the Tuesday music in the park the week before.
That's a
And
good
then
idea.
they can pick. Yeah, we just have to figure that part out. It's like my biggest one to figure out. But it does sound like everything went pretty well for the most part. So thank you to everyone who has helped. I think we should revisit this at the next meeting when hopefully some other voices are here and Sarah has some stuff too.
And in May and June of next year.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Hopefully January we can get started on, well, maybe
No.
February after Fire and Ice is over. We'll be able to do that. No, she says.
No,
Yes, yeah, yes.
Fire and Ice. It's looking really, really cool, the bike park.
Yeah.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
I haven't been over there either.
No, I haven't been, but like every time I drive, wow, it's so cool.
Mm.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so keep thinking about things that we can alter and change to make this better, and we'll, like I said, revisit again next meeting. Sarah also had on here that we should talk about some Fire and Ice stuff, which I definitely want to get started, but obviously we need a whole lot of input from everybody. Let me pull up my Fire and Ice from last year. Unless anybody has anything else for Mural Fest. No? Cool. So 2026 Fire and Ice. Holy cow. That would be February 7th.
Yeah.
2026. So,
2026.
yep. I think Sarah was gonna do a little chatting with the town board to see about doing um the sculpture in December again to revisit that. And then have them come back and kind of fix it up and maybe do a little bit of adding before Fire and Ice. So that's a potential that it'll be up a lot longer there. Um,
So like make the real ice sculpture in December
mhm.
and it will keep up and then like refix it if it needs something.
Mhm. Wait, hold on, let me pull up
Why would they think that?
Well, because then it would be up for longer. People would be able to look at it and you know, hang out around the sculpture a lot longer. Be a bigger draw for more people to come to Fraser for a longer amount of time. But then of course we'll still be doing like the on fire ice sculptures that they did and all of that stuff. So it would be revamped. So the only
issue it will be if it gets too warm in January or
Yeah.
when it's not cooperative.
Yeah, which
It would
hopefully
be
that doesn't happen. I mean, yeah, that would be the only thing that we can't account for. So, yeah, I think on here are new ideas for this year after our meeting from last year. What says the fireworks and bonfire were well received. The addition of the hot air balloon was popular. So I feel like that's a fun one. And having the food vendors and all of that stuff, I definitely think that we should keep going. There was some requests for more food trucks.
When we
but
had
that-
kicked it up a notch last year, so and
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
think
yeah.
have more food truck, then people don't make money.
Mhm.
That was my
Mm.
explanation of Alex, that he say if you have more food trucks, the
Yes.
people that have to put the whole circles there, like they make less money.
Yeah, that's exactly. But this says that all the vendors reported good sales. I know that some of them did really well. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't necessarily know if we need more. I thought the
The
options were good. Yeah.
Yeah, the options were good.
Yeah.
I always saw a line
Yeah.
for all the vendors.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think that maybe the mini donuts again instead of the crepes, just for like some sweet thing.
They didn't like the crepes.
No, I liked the crepes.
I
Yeah,
think-
but
I
I think
think
that there was
crepes
probably
were-
less of their savory crepes sold because there was other options for that. So I don't know.
Okay.
the donuts might be quicker.
Quicker for
Service.
sure. And everyone likes mini donuts, and I mean, I
the
think most of the kids.
Pow Pow.
Yeah.
Where are the Pow Pow right now?
Hmm?
The Pow Pow donuts, that are at the resort.
Oh.
The mini donut.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Our family.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, but they are not anymore at the resort. But then I thought they were going to be in town, but I haven't seen them.
Well, maybe
But I
that's
have
worth
a
reaching out
contact
for.
for that one.
Cool.
If you want, they
Yeah.
have a full food truck, delicious.
Perfect. And I mean, obviously, love that they're local. So
They cook as they go.
cool.
Yeah, the little donuts.
Yeah. Well, if you want to reach out to them and put it in their ear, I mean, obviously, we still have plenty of time, but
Yep.
one of the things also, I guess I can screen share with you guys too if that is helpful.
Pow Pow, not Po Po.
Popo, the Popo.
Well, I can,
My English. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's great. This one says issues with shuttle service and long wait times.
Yeah, and one of the shuttle got in an accident.
Yes, so that was, yeah.
Because, yeah.
I don't know how we do more shuttles. We had 3 of them and the bus still went through.
I think was good.
I mean, yeah, I think even just having the shuttles is a great addition. So
just communication.
yeah. Well, and maybe making sure that the bus route is ready to pick up at like the time that the fireworks are over, because I feel like that was probably the biggest thing.
And maybe rather than having one bus for one location, have them route through all three locations.
Well, that would make the wait even longer. I think we
Oh.
thought about like one central one, because if they're parked at the ball fields, then it's only people going to the ball fields. But if they have to
Mm.
drive all the way to the ball fields and then back to the rec center, that was, yeah, then it was, I don't know. But I mean,
Morning.
let's see. Hi.
Okay.
Good, how are
I
you?
was like, if you want another idea, we talk about lava boxes,
Mm-hmm.
fire. I had to contact the guy.
Yep.
But I have seen, yeah, that I thought for a second, he closed his business, but I have been starting to see that there is a lot of like commercial in social media, so
Yeah.
he,
Yeah, and I think that was, I mean, obviously has been feedback for a long time, is having more smaller fires for people to stand around. So obviously it'd be great if he could come and do that, and also, you know, his
he's
product.
promoting his business, but like maybe have like a little, not a ton of stations, but a few ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like that. This one says the event experience, the snow sculptures and ice displays were limited. I mean, obviously that was, I think, pretty weather dependent. But more interactive sculptures for the kids, I definitely feel like we should advocate for. I mean, having the little tubing one, or even like some kind of small maze, something, but that just makes for more things to get broken. So,
But did you say that you guys like the fire? I call it the Burning Man sculpture.
Yeah.
I did love it. I thought it was cool, and then you can press the button and fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really like that one.
Yeah. And I do think I talked to, I feel like it was maybe Olivia or maybe Birdie Lounge about trying to get them involved more, because they had said that there wasn't a lot of business in Fraser. Like they weren't that busy that weekend. So having some more things that would include them in there, but I don't know how to do that.
I think we talk about like night golf.
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah.
something like a game,
Like
maybe
miniature
they
golf.
can have
Mhm.
that they are promoting. I don't know, like the kids buy tickets,
Yeah.
for $1 hit for $1 a ball.
Yes.
Maybe they have a mini and an adult golf.
Yep. They definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
They said something about, I mean, if they could have some snow, they would come over and even do like a little like snow golf something.
So
Yeah, he
cute.
said 9 holes, and I was like, hold on, let's stick with 3.
Or even
So-
just a putting. Range.
Yeah, definitely. It would be like
And
putt
then
putt.
feel it out.
Like
Yep.
a patron.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think that would be a great addition. And maybe that's, a way for them to promote their business too. Maybe it is a scavenger hunt before, since we do have so much swag for Fire and Ice, that maybe you know, have dinner at one of the restaurants before or something and come in. Maybe that's something.
Or if you make a hole at participating miniature golf spots in town, you get 15% off at Shreddies or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe we just have to,
Like one sponsor that
yeah. And maybe we just have to figure out how to get them to do some more pre-parties. I feel like even with Mural Fest, having the businesses themselves have music or, something going on during that. Obviously it's busy, so I know that's tough, but if they have some kind of pre-party and get people to stop there before, or maybe we are handing out swag, smaller things there. We obviously did that on the bus, which I really liked, handing some of that stuff out on the bus, for people doing that. So maybe those are things that we can brainstorm about. And then they're in town and taking the shuttles as well. So, let's see. Some complaints about the generators, nothing that we can do about that. I do think obviously the photo booth was a huge hit. Skinner said he did like a photo every 10 seconds or something. It was a crazy amount of photos.
I thought it was a good hit that all the kids wanted to do lamps. I was helping like with the children, like the paper lamps.
Yep.
They love it.
Yep.
But it was a cool activity and
Yeah.
quick, and you can put together. I feel like we could have more materials. Or I don't know if the weather because it was snowy,
Yeah.
like the markers were not working. Or I would like to add up to the kids activity.
Yeah, I agree
Because
too.
I really like it. I really like it too. The idea of kind of like culturally, like
Oh,
like
okay.
fire, like
Okay.
dragons,
Yeah.
like fire and
Okay.
dragons and
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it was
Yeah.
so cute.
I agree.
They
And
love it.
that
And
was
I asked the people where they are from, and they were all not from here, like
yeah.
from Colorado Springs, from Boulder, from here.
Mhm.
Like everybody was from somewhere else.
Yeah, there was a lot of people from out of town.
Really excited
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's definitely brainstorm some more kids' activities. So the grandkids are the ones who banned that too, for the most part. So
But I
Um,
was running out of material, and I don't know if they have to put the material, or we can tell them
we
themselves too.
we like donated the material
Okay.
money to them. They ordered and we reimbursed them. But it wasn't a very significant. So if there's more things that you can think of for the kids to do, like
Yeah,
light up
they can
things.
choose like dragons, like those accordion
Mhm.
dragons.
Yeah, that'd be
To
cool.
put together because fire.
Yeah.
But I love the lanterns.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were cute with the little light.
Yep.
Really cool.
Yeah, and I mean anything that glows is always obviously a huge hit.
I would look into.
Didn't we have the largest numbers yet so far?
Oh, I thought it was huge. Yeah, I thought it was huge.
Like over 3,000 people.
I don't know how we can really
No.
figure that number out accurately, but I mean, that's what people keep throwing out is that number, 3,000. So, this does say proposal to introduce the effigy thing that we've talked about a few times. And maybe that is how we include some of the businesses too, like they get to make their own. Instead of us having to make that sort of thing. I mean, obviously we've talked about this, I think, plenty of years, and it just seemed like it was a lot to add to it. But Crested Butte does this awesome Vinatoc festival where they parade this big effigy, much like Burning Man downtown, and then they burn it at the end. Which is it's super cool, and everyone comes fully dressed up. It's at the fall equinox, so it's still nicer out, but they come all dressed up and do that.
People thought that me and Kerry were mascots.
Yeah.
People were asking,
Yeah.
can I take a picture with you?
Yes.
Can I take a picture with your fire? Can I take a
Yep.
picture with your fire?
Yeah.
And it was really funny, but I think, I mean, if more people wanted to dress up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and maybe we can figure out some more like
I'm
costume
thinking to
contest.
add-
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, and it does say on here too, costume contest with prizes from the local businesses. So maybe that's Fisher's doing a pre-costume contest of some kind.
Or the kickoff party.
Yeah. Yeah. This does say idea for the king and queen again, with like the thrones. Again, we've tossed that around a few times. And then maybe a community fire pit, smaller fire pits, and then ice lounge. That could be cool. Ice bar or themed drink experience. More engagement with the local schools for art installation.
Sponsored by Fireball.
Yeah, right. Well, if anybody knows Fireball, bring them on in. She's like, I got that. Me too. It's gross.
We were like doing shot every time it was like a touchdown for like a football team, and then the next day I had a worst hangover
Mm.
ever.
Mm.
That is a terrible drink. But
Um,
Fireball sponsor. Well,
the official sponsor, then we're gonna have some pretty big fireworks. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty much all I have on this one. Clear bus stop locations. Again, we'll have to just revise some of those things.
I thought the one on the church was really good
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. I saw that I was surprised that so many people were coming to take the shuttle there,
Yeah.
and it was plenty of parking.
Well, they were giving
And
away.
then, like, I mean, the shuttle finished, but I had to walk to my
Yeah.
and I didn't have a shuttle anymore. But
It's right across the
it's
street.
not that
Yeah.
far,
No.
you know. But
Yeah.
you had to go kind of
Yeah, and maybe that's something that we can ask the shuttle home James, which locations seem to be the biggest for that. And see what's worth it. But I know Valley Life Church was giving out hot chocolate and all sorts of stuff.
the church.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was
Yep.
a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah. Let me see if I had anything else on here. Okay, well, maybe we just need to think of a couple more activities because I do feel like we should up this 5th year a little bit. I think more of those fire dancers and maybe they're doing like a parade sort of thing. That's come up on these lists a few times. And maybe we do some kind of light up games. I mean, there's all sorts of glow in the dark light up things. So definitely roll some of those ideas around. But I think it'll be set up somewhat the same way as last year, depending on how we can get fireworks blown off with the new bike park. That is our one big hang up at the moment. So, yeah, I think that's all I've got. That was all that was on this list.
It'd be cool to have if we use SNICE again, if we could invite kids from the local areas to help build an additional sculpture, and get guidance from a team member from SNICE. And that could be an interactive kid thing.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the pickup. Like we did Luminaires one year, and that was kind of crazy on the pickup. And then we had those staked lights this last year, and a lot of those were hard to pull out all the sections.
Yeah, I think a big thing was the lighting
It's
and how it got so slippery and then you couldn't really see where you were going. So yeah,
picturing all this glow in the dark game equipment
yeah. Well, and
in the snow.
maybe it is plugging in lights and stringing them along the path or something. Or figuring that out.
Figuring out lighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. All those things we can definitely figure out. But I do think, yeah, more lighting is necessary for that. Fire spinners, gondola photo booth. Let's just trying to check.
Fire was great.
Yeah, the fire was good.
Here.
Yeah, the fire was really good. A little crazy. Cool. Well, unless anything else comes up about those things, I feel like we're pretty solid. Anybody want to call the meeting?
I move to adjourn. All those in favor?
All those in favor? Aye.
Right.
Cool, guys. Thanks for coming. keep thinking of ideas, and we'll see you next month.
Okay,
Right, bye.
Thank
thank you, everybody. Cool.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Yes,
In the summertime.
no, sometime on Thursday, I have interference with another meeting at the resort.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because sometimes when it's a race coming up on the weekend, like this
Yes.
weekend is a race.
Yep.
So like Thursday is the official meeting,
Yes.
and you have to give your report.
Yeah.
And I don't know what is, where are you at with the race?
Yeah.
Like, I have volunteers for the race.
Yeah.
Like, I have like 30 volunteers.
Holy cow. Wow.
Yeah, so like, yeah.
I love
They all want their hours, it's a good motivation with volunteering. I don't know what we can do here if we wanted to increase volunteering situation, because in the resort, everybody wanted to volunteer now in the summer, because every 6 hours you volunteer, you earn a free ticket for skiing or biking. Yeah, and the skiing ticket